based solutions. The hypervisor is installed directly on the hardware and provides better performance by bypassing the host operating system. And the Type 2 hypervisor runs within an existing operating system and relies on a host operating system to manage hardware resources.
D.
Well, I know it's not B because what bare metal it would be Type 1, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's type 1 is bare metal, so that's where it's like
Yo,
Like kind of like
hardware,
power,
okay,
right?
hardware,
we good.
hypervisor, and then
Just want to
all
make sure
the
we good,
different
guys.
operating systems you
We
have.
in this Discord
Type 2
server,
is like clothes on, so
and Comptia A
hardware,
plus
host operating
certification
system,
is
hypervisor,
what we're
guest operating
studying.
systems.
This is a group that
And they
we
don't run as efficiently
post.
because they have to share. Well,
People
they always share
needing help and
resources, but I
stuff
guess
like
they're sharing
that.
resources
And
from the
this is
host
an
operating
actual
system in that
server,
case. So
Professor Messer
it's
server.
a bit,
So
it's higher
every
level,
day
it's
you
slower.
can find one or two
Okay.
different groups going live, studying
So we
different
going with D?
things. I'm currently studying for my Comptia A
Hold
plus
on.
certification, so I like to tap in anytime that I have
So
a
you guys are
chance
saying
to.
there's
We're gonna
different
get back
levels of
into it though,
hypervisors?
guys.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's there's just two. There's the type 1 and type 2. So type 1 is, if I'm remembering right, it's bare metal. So that's where that's where you dual boot. You know, like you choose what operating system to do like to boot into. So you have your hardware, and then the hypervisor, different operating systems. And then type 2 is where you have the hardware, your host operating system, which is like, what am I running normally? So it could be like Windows, and then on top of Windows and a hypervisor, okay, I'm going to run, you know,
Like virtual
Linux
box.
or whatever. Yeah. That's where you have like your guest ones. And they'll run like a bit less efficiently because, it's higher level and stuff. Did I answer the questions asking, right? Yeah, type 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So type 1 bare metal runs directly on the host's hardware without an underlying OS.
There you go.
So type 2 runs on top of a host operating system as an app.
Yeah.
Um,
So when they if you ever get asked about bare metal, like a bare metal type, they're talking about type 1. Type 2 might be referred to as containerization, or that's like a different thing. I'm not sure quite.
let me see the questions again. Sorry. Can
There
you
you
scroll
go.
up?
Yep. There you go.
Okay. So which characteristics? So type 2 offers better scalability. Bare metal type 2 is installed directly on the hardware and provides better performance by bypassing, and runs with an existing operating system and relies on the host to manage. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Then this the explanation we wanted.
Right.
All right. So 19. You want to continue reading, or you want
I got you.
Right.
Johnny is trying to download a file from a remote FTP server, but keeps receiving an error that a connection cannot be opened. Which of the following should he do first to resolve the problem? Ensure that port 161 is open. Flush a DNS cache on a local workstation. Ensure that port 20 is open. Validate the security certificate from the host.
I already know the answer.
Got it too.
Do you guys know what FTP is?
Yeah, that's the file transfer protocol.
Mm-hmm.
And I know 20 is kind of like to handle like the data, and then 21 was like to like the actual control layer of it.
It's not secure, so we got ensure the port 20 is open.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
All right. Let's see. Go for it.
All right. Yep.
And I can read that if you want me to. Executing an FTP connection from a client is a two-stage process requiring the use of two different ports. Once the user enters the name of the server and the login credentials in the FTP client's authorization fields, the FTP connection is attempted over port 21. Once the connection is established, FTP sends the data over port 20 back to the client from the server. For FTP to function properly, you should have both ports 20 and 21 open. Okay.
All right. So bulging laptop, usually battery, right?
The employee's laptop has been warm to the touch and does not sit evenly on the table during use. You turn the laptop over and see the case bulging into a slightly round shape. What is the most likely cause of this issue? RAM is defective, wireless card is defective, battery is defective, keyboard is defective.
Yeah, I would say the battery.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 1 second.
Very good.
Well, I'm gonna skip this one for a second. Sorry.
Very good.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. We all nailed that one.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
A user wants to print a large job on both the front and back sides of the paper. Which of the following settings to be so the technician advised the user to change in the printer settings? A.
Duplex,
Collate.
right?
D. Transparency. D. Duplex. Or D. Orientation.
And collate is staplers, right?
Kind of,
Staples.
yeah. Not really staples, but to print the pages like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like something like that. That's collate.
Oh, this is front and back. This is
Yeah, front and back. They want to print both front and
one.
back.
Third one, yeah, duplex assembly. Yeah.
Yeah. Your headset died. Dang. But yeah. Well, one way to I remember this is double sided, and then duplex is also starts with D. So that's how I remember it.
Okay. Duplex printing is a feature of some computer printers, multifunction printers, and copy machines that allows the printing of a sheet of paper on both sides automatically. Without this capability, print devices can only print on a single side of the paper, sometimes called single side printing or simplex printing. With duplex printing, information is printed on the front side of a piece of paper, and then the paper is automatically fed back through the printer to print the information on the back side of the paper. Page orientation is how a rectangular page is oriented for normal viewing. The two most common types of orientation are portrait, taller than wider, and landscape, wider than taller. The collate setting allows the gathering and arranging of individual sheets or other printed components into a predetermined sequence. Collating creates consistent, logical sets from multiple parts, such as printing a series of pages in a report like pages 1, 2, and 3 before printing the second copy. This makes it easier to staple and distribute to people after coming out of the printer. The term transparency was made up as a distractor for this question. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, that has nothing to do with printers.
Right?
See, and I can read this one too.
All right, go
And
for it.
An administrator arrives at work and is told that the network users are unable to access the shared drive on a Windows server. The administrator logs into the server and sees that some Windows updates were automatically installed last night successfully, but now the network connection shows limited with no availability. What rollback actions should the technician perform? Server's IP address, um, rolling back the antivirus updates, rolling back the web browser, or rolling back the server's NIC drivers.
Let's see.
I'm thinking D.
The next server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm between that and A.
A. I think I'm thinking A, honestly.
Or I guess if you update it, would the IP address change after you update it?
Maybe.
I'm thinking. This is how I'm thinking. I'm thinking it might forget like the IP address, and you might need to like. I don't know. That's just my thought process, but
So I'm
probably
also
not
thinking
right.
like if I update my computer to like Windows 11, would it knock out, but I don't know at the server level.
Yeah. Service NIC drivers. Servers NIC drivers.
That's the network interface card. I would think probably that, but
Like, do servers have NIC drivers? I'm not
I don't think
sure.
they do. That's what I'm thinking
they?
too.
Yeah, because I
I
know it
thought Nick,
does.
because I thought Nick was like a hardware thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, it could be hardware or like on the, you know, it could be a virtual NIC too, but I didn't know that servers. Huh.
I think the NIC does have drivers.
You want to do Nick drivers? D.
I am not sure, but I'm just saying that maybe NIC has
Yeah,
drivers.
I'm strong on A, but like I'm willing to be wrong to learn, honestly.
A, what does IP address has to do with the update?
Alright,
I'm
somebody said it's A.
I'm going with
Yeah,
D, but
yeah,
I'm
Manus
I'm
said
going
it's
with
A.
D2.
Okay, go with D then, since that's the
Yeah,
most
not
likely.
sure, but going with D. Okay,
Oh, nice,
Yeah, it's
nice.
nice.
D.
I got you.
Yeah.
When automatically receiving updates through the Windows Update server, your server can receive driver updates for its network interface card, graphics cards, and other peripherals. This can accidentally install an incompatible driver that causes network connectivity issues to occur. A best practice is to always set driver updates to manual so that you can download and test them in a lab before upgrading your production servers. If your drivers were updated and this is causing the connectivity issue, you can perform a driver rollback to the last known working version of the drivers. An IP address is bound to a network interface card using DHCP, and there is no such thing as a rollback for a server's IP address. The era of limited connectivity is associated with the network interface card and the network connection, not the antivirus or the web browser.
Okay.
Good. Let's move
Alright.
on.
23.
Which of the following components of a color laser printer is used to combine the four colors before printing them to the paper in one pass? Duplexing assembly, transfer roller, pickup roller, or transfer belt?
Is it?
I'm going with B, but I'm not sure again.
The transfer roller.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Thinking D, but kind of
Transfer
mixed.
belt.
Cause the image needs to be charged before it's like rolled on. I'm not sure.
It's been a long time since I took this exam. I took the previous version.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one I'm not sure. I think I got most of the printer section. I think it is either B or D, but I don't know.
Hey, let's pick something. We know it's something with the transfer, but let's go transfer roller. Oh, it's the transfer belt. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh, the transfer belt is a component in a color laser printer that combines the four colors before printing it to the paper in one pass. The transfer roller is a component in a laser printer that applies an electric charge to the paper to attract toner from the photoconductor during the imaging process. The pickup roller is the component in a laser printer that turns above a stack of paper to feed a sheet into the feed roller. The duplexing assembly is a component that enables a printer scanner to use both sides of a page automatically.
Yeah, that's what I thought, honestly.
Okay.
Uh, let's see,
Another one of these. Sorry.
which type of wireless network utilizes 5 gigahertz frequency band and reaches speeds of up to 3.5 gigabits per second?
For this, I will go AC.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, I know
So,
I know G and B uses 2.4, so I know it's not that with
yeah.
them.
Mhm.
And then it wouldn't be A because it's like it goes 5, but it's slower. It's not that fast. It's
Yeah.
not big, so we know
Yeah.
it's not
It's
G.
like 54 MBS.
And then N and
It's not. It's
N
not
and
N because it's maximum 600 Mbps for N.
yeah. And then
AC and DX.
Well, they both use 5.
Yeah, they do. I will go with AC because I think AX goes up to 10 Gbps.
Yeah, AX is a little bit better than AC.
Yeah.
yeah, so AC. Because I know I think N and AX use both.
Yeah. AX is just 5 and 2.4.
Yeah. Nice. Ooh. I can
Yep.
read it if you. I mean,
Okay.
if y'all can
I
tolerate it,
mean,
I can read it.
if you want to, that's fine. Go for it.
Hell yeah. Okay. The 802.11 AC, wireless AC or Wi-Fi standard utilizes a 5 gigahertz frequency to provide wireless networking at theoretical speeds of up to 3.5 gigabits per second. Wireless AC uses channel bonding to create a single channel of up to 160 megahertz to provide additional bandwidth. Wireless AC uses multi-user, multiple input, multiple output. I'm gonna call it MIMO technology to use multiple antennas to transmit and receive data at higher speeds. The 802.11ax, wireless AX or Wi-Fi 6 standard utilizes 2.4 gigahertz and 5.0 gigahertz frequencies to provide wireless networking at theoretical speeds of up to 9.6 gigabits per second. Wireless AC uses orthogonal frequency division multiple access OFDMA to conduct multiplexing of the frequencies transmitted and received to each client to provide additional bandwidth. Wireless AC uses channel bonding to create a single channel of up to 160 megahertz to provide additional bandwidth. Wireless AC uses MIMO technology to use multiple antennas to transmit and receive data at higher speeds. Wireless AC also has a version called Wi-Fi 6E that supports the 6 gigahertz frequency instead of the 2.4 gigahertz and 5.0 gigahertz frequencies used in Wi-Fi 6. The 802.11a wireless A standard utilizes a 5 gigahertz frequency to provide wireless networking at speeds of up to 54 megabits per second. The 802.11b wireless B standard utilizes 2.4 gigahertz frequency to provide wireless networking at speeds of up to 11 megabits per second. If you scroll down a little bit,
Yeah, of course. There we go.
the 802.11g wireless G standard utilizes a 2.4 gigahertz frequency to provide wireless networking at speeds of up to 54 megabits per second. The 802.11n wireless N standard utilizes a 2.4 gigahertz frequency to provide wireless networking at speeds of up to 108 megabits per second, or a 5.0 gigahertz frequency to provide wireless networking at speeds of up to 600 megabits per second. Wireless N supports the use of MIMO technology to use multiple antennas to transmit and receive data at higher speeds. Wireless N supports channel bonding by combining two 20 megahertz channels into a 40 megahertz channel to provide additional bandwidth.
Right?
The spatial streams and the MIMO are not very different when you are using it on one device, but they will be very different when you are using them on multiple devices.
Right.
Okay, I'll let you take over now.
Okay, no, you're good. I understand. Which cloud computing concept is best described as focusing on the replacement of applications and programs on a customer's workstation with cloud-based resources? A. PaaS, B. DaaS, C. SaaS, or D. IaaS?
Either A or either C. Best described as focusing.
I think it would be D. Infrastructure.
I will go with C.
Oh, C.
Software as a
Software.
service. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about applications, so yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, customers' workstation with cloud-based resources. Yeah,
Yeah,
C
they're
makes
not.
sense.
Yeah, they're not talking about hardware.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that I think was it software as a service is the only one
Yeah.
that mess with it. Yeah, and then we know B is not. I don't think that's a thing.
That's the thing. It's same
Oh,
as IaaS.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Desktop as a service. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A software as a service is a cloud computing service that enables service provider to make applications available over the internet to end users. This can be a calendar, scheduling, invoicing, or database and other programs. For example, Google Docs and Office 365 are both word processing SaaS solutions. Infrastructure as a service is a cloud computing service that enables the customer to outsource computing equipment, purchase and running their own data servers. Platform as a service is a computing service that enables customers to rent fully configured systems that are set up for specific purposes. Desktop as a service provides a full virtualization desktop environment from within a cloud-based service. This is known as a VDI, Virtualized Desktop Infrastructure, and is coming in large enterprise businesses focused on increasing their security and minimizing their operational expenses.
Good. Let's move on.
26. A user was moved from one cubicle. A user was moved from one cubicle in the office to renew one a few desks over. Now they are reporting that their VoIP phone is randomly rebooting. When a network technician takes the VoIP phone and reconnects it into the old cubicle, it works without any issues. Which of the following is most likely to cause of the connectivity issues?
I would go with C.
Okay. A. Cable short.
If the cable
B.
is short, it's not gonna reach the phone. Oh,
Misconfigured DNS. D. Attenuation. Or B. Bad power supply. You said was C. The
yeah, I would go with C.
attenuation.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the short cable? Or cable short or bad power supply? There was at least said something about that. Okay. I don't know what that is. So. It was a
Cable short?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I got you again. I'm good.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to go back to it. Sorry.
No,
There
you're
we go.
good. Since the scenario states that and I would say voice over IP phone works properly from the old desk, it is properly configured and the hardware itself works. This indicates that the problem must be caused by the new desk, which contains a different network cable from the switch to the wall jack in the cubicle. This is most likely a bad cable, such as one with a short in it. To verify this theory, the technician should use a cable tester to verify if the cable does have a short or not. While attenuation is a possible cause of the problem described, it is unlikely since the employee only moved a few desks, 10 to 15 feet, and that is not a large enough distance to cause significant attenuation issues. Like, can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah, what does attenuation mean?
It
It's
means the signal is getting less and less when the area is increasing. I do void, but the answer makes no sense to me. Short cable.
like it's like the
Yeah.
cable itself is shorting out, like not like the length of it, but can you scroll up a little bit too?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look this up real quick.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah. But there you go.
Okay, well I guess they said a few desks over, but I mean, how do you
Yeah.
know this is 10 to 15 feet?
I know it can be like 10 desks away, bitch. And it's like what 50 feet right there at least.
Yeah, we don't know this. Like dang.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Wi-Fi. The signal is getting weaker and weaker as more area is covering.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like if you're connected to a wireless network and then you move further away, you get less signal in a way.
Yep.
Okay. All right, now I know what it is. Okay.
That happens with VoIP all the time.
All right. 27. A mobile device. Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry. They're never doing that.
A mobile device is brought to you because it won't turn on. The user mentions that the device worked early in the day, but now shows no signs of life, even when connecting to a charger. What is the most logical order of steps to troubleshoot the problem? Perform a reset by holding both the power and volume down buttons for several seconds. Replace the battery with a new one, then confirm if the device powers on normally. Check the charging port for debris, test it with another charger, and inspect the battery for swelling. Disassemble the device and inspect the motherboard for potential power issues.
With A and C don't make sense to do if it's not doing anything.
C makes more sense to me.
Which one? D?
C.
Oh, C?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with C.
Okay.
Yeah, I think C.
C then. Well, because I mean the question says even when connected, it wasn't doing anything. So that's why I was like, okay, C, that makes sense.
Hold
then.
on.
You said the question says the user did connect it to a charger, but it didn't do anything either.
So you tested with another charger, right?
Oh yeah, okay. Yep, I get it
Because
now.
it could probably mess up like the connections and stuff, like if there is any
Yeah,
sort of debris. So you probably want to make sure it's cleaned out so that way there is
yeah.
proper contact.
Alright. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that was it.
The logical first step is to check the charging port for debris, test with another charger, and inspect the battery for swelling. External factors like a faulty charging cable or clogged port are common issues. Swollen batteries require immediate replacement due to safety concerns. Replacing the battery or inspecting the motherboard should only follow after eliminating simpler causes. Performing a reset can resolve software issues, but is unlikely to help if the device shows no signs of power. Tamara was responding to a complaint that one of the employees is having problems with the wired network connection on their laptop. She investigated the issue to see why it will not connect to the network. Tamara looked at the indicator lights, but she doesn't see the blinking she expected to view. Instead, the light is steady. What is most likely the issue? No network activity, low RF signal, intermittent connectivity, or incorrect TCP/IP configuration. So it's not connecting to the network. There's no lights, or she doesn't see the blinking, and the light is steady.
I will go with C. A also makes sense.
What is RF signal? I don't remember what that is. That this radio?
Infrared.
Radio frequency signal, but it's wired, not wireless.
Okay.
So say intermediate connectivity.
Yeah, intermittent connectivity and no network activity. Both.
I would say
Intermittent
I would
connectivity
say
makes more sense.
I would say no network activity.
Okay, no network activity.
I forgot.
Oh,
Usually the light is steady, right? Like, would it?
So she's seeing a light, but it makes sense for intermittent connectivity.
So I think they're talking
Right,
about
I guess.
when you plug a RJ45 cable in and the blinking light that
Mhm.
blinks on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going no network activity then.
I'm not saying that. That was my guess.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
So I guess we're leaning more towards A and C then.
Yo,
What's up?
just joined in. Let's see this question. Tomorrow is to respond to a complaint that one of our employees about.
I just feel like it's.
I think it's no network activity.
Yeah, she
I'm-
investigated the
I'm-
issue to see why. Yeah, seems like A.
Okay, a second. Yeah, it was no network activity.
Let's see. If the lights are steady on a network interface card, it indicates there is no network activity. If it is blinking, this indicates that the data is passing over the NIC to the network. Even if there are incorrect TCP/IP configs or intermittent connectivity, there will be blinking lights to indicate transmission attempts. Since this is a wired network connection, it cannot be a low RF signal, and that wireless network problem. Okay.
So if it was blinking, then it would be intermediate connectivity then.
It depends on hardware, but yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Could you paste the explanation? Would that be okay?
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, the explanation. Could you copy?
Oh
paste?
yeah.
Yeah, because this is a good one.
Yeah, go for it.
These questions are harder than the one I took.
Whose practice exam is this? Is it Dion's?
Yeah, it's Dion's. Yes.
Uh,
This is 1201. I took 1101 a long time ago.
I see.
Right.
Um,
Team developers using a virtual machine to test them.
let's see. A team of developers is using virtual machine to test a web application. One developer reports that their VM frequently runs out of storage during testing, causing errors. The VM is configured with dynamic disk allocation. What is most likely cause and how should it be addressed? The dynamic disk allocation feature is not enabled. Re-enable it in VM settings. The VM needs to be restarted to refresh the dynamic disk allocation settings. The host system has insufficient free space, so increase storage on the host machine. The web application requires too much memory, so increase the RAM allocated to the VM.
Again, A or C. I'll go with C.
Mm, is the host system
Yeah, that
the
makes sense
V?
to do.
Is that the VM? The host system is that the VM that we're talking about, or
The VM is sitting on top of the host system. When you have dynamic disk allocation, it's gonna increase the storage space use of the whole. I'm getting it confused.
I'm saying B.
yeah,
B.
It's
I'm saying B too. Yeah, yeah, because we're talking about VM, not the host system, so it wouldn't be C, correct?
it's gonna use the host system space, right? The VM is using the host system space. If it's not gonna have enough space, then it won't be able to use the dynamic allocation properly. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I think I'll still choose B on that one if I had to guess.
Okay. My guess is C.
Okay.
Go with C. Let's try C.
Let's see. It is C.
Yeah, because read this thing.
The most likely cause is that the host system has insufficient free space. Dynamic disk allocation uses the host storage, so if the host runs out of space, the VM cannot expand its virtual disk. Increasing storage on the host machine will resolve the issue. Re-enabling dynamic disk allocation is unnecessary if it's already enabled, and memory RAM is unrelated to storage issues. See, that's what I was getting tied up on when they said that dynamic disk allocation was configured. I didn't know if it was trying to say configured that it is on, or it's just part of the system but not turned on. But I was figuring like it was already on though.
I think on virtual
But yeah, that
machines
makes sense.
they give you two options when it comes to like dynamic allocation with disses and stuff like that. So
They gave 3.
you said three.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a dynamic, and then there's fixed, and then there's one more option to use a parent disk or something like that.
Okay.
Let's see. William would like to use full disk encryption on his laptop. He is worried about slow performance though, so he has requested that the laptop have an onboard hardware-based cryptographic processor. Based on this requirement, what should William ensure the laptop contains? FDE, PAM, AES, or TPM?
This one's easy.
I think
I'm thinking
it's in it.
TPM.
Yeah, I'm thinking TPM
Yeah,
as well.
TPM,
Yeah,
TPM,
yeah.
yeah. But you know, AES is an encryption type thingy too, right?
but that's not on the motherboard, right?
Okay,
It's
okay,
just it's advanced encryption standard. Yeah.
The question is asking if you know what each acronym means. Of course, Trusted Platform Module is a hardware-based cryptographic processing component that is a part of the motherboard. A pluggable authentication module is a device that looks like a USB thumb drive and is used as a software key in cryptography. Full disk encryption can be hardware or software based, therefore, it isn't the right answer. Okay. And then the advanced encryption system is a cryptographic graphic algorithm, therefore, it isn't a hardware solution. Okay.
Right.
I'll let you read real quick for the eat a bagel.
Uh, yeah, you're good. A customer is complaining that their printer has begun to fade. Wait, what? Okay. While questioning the customer, you found out that they bought the laser printer about 11 months ago, have never performed any maintenance, and have only added one paper to it when it runs out. When checking the page counter, you identified that they have printed over 3,000 pages. Which of the following is most likely the cause of the fading? A. Replace the toner cartridge. B. Verify the charge of the corona wire. C. Replace the drum. Or D. Adjust height.
This one's easy too.
What do you mean the toner? Replace the toner?
I would think the
Yeah.
tone.
Alright.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that sounds like the typical customer.
I know, right? Like my paper, the ink's not showing. What should I do? Bitch, replace the ink. The fuck? In general, fading occurs when the ink or tone is running low. Based on the customer's questioning, it appears they have not done any maintenance, including replacing the toner cartridge. It would be best if you first replace the toner and then attempted to print the test page. In general, drums and corona wires do not need maintenance until closer to 7,500 to 10,000 printed pages with most laser printers. What's a corona wire?
I think it performs a negative charge to the paper.
Okay.
You can search it up. I'm not sure.
It says
Let's see.
it's a thin wire that uses static electricity to charge the photoreceptor drum, which then attracts toner particles to create an image on the paper. So yeah, it
Yeah, it
provides.
uses negative charge. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, 32. Which of the following technologies can be used in a licensed long-range fixed wireless system? A. NFC, B. Bluetooth, C. Cellular, or D. Wi-Fi. Well, this is easy.
I'm confused between C and D.
I'm gonna go see.
I think yeah, C cellular is way longer than Wi-Fi.
Well, the main keyword I'm looking at is also
Fixed wireless
license.
system.
A fixed wireless system.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
licensed. Cellular is licensed.
yes, cellular is also wireless too.
I think the keyword is license, though.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Yeah, it's licensed. The
Well, I hope
keyword.
it's licensed because you have to go to a phone provider to get that shit. Anyways.
Yeah, the frequency 2.4 and 5 gigahertz are not licensed frequencies.
Mm-hmm. Long-range fixed wireless can be licensed or unlicensed depending on the frequencies, power levels being utilized. For example, 802.11 wireless network can be established using directional antenna to connect two buildings over several miles using unlicensed frequencies and minimal power levels under 200 milliwatts, which are under the FCC limits. Alternatively, a microwave can be established in the 4.9 gigahertz to 9.97 gigahertz unlicensed frequency. Okay. Conceivably, a user could purchase a licensed cellular fixed wireless system that
Nereden izin
requires.
aldık anne? Ekmek.
Okay. All right. 33. Which storage solution provides the most flexibility and scalability for a virtualized environment? A. Local solid state drive. B. External USB drive storage. Or D. Network attached storage.
Hmm. I'm gonna say not B, but
I'll say C.
Read this.
Direct attach.
Which storage solution provides the most flexible? Something that you can detach.
virtualized environment.
I'm between A and B. Hold on, give me a second. Let me do this.
I'm thinking maybe
Turn
D.
that
I mean,
down.
not D's. Maybe C. I'm gonna just guess. I'm just saying C.
I mean, if C was like an external HD or SD or something, maybe. But for virtual, actually, which storage device provides the most flexibility? Actually, now I think about it, probably C. I mean, B.
So what were we going with? B
Oh, yeah.
is C.
But let's see. For scalability,
Yeah, that's the
that's what's making me
issue.
think network.
I don't think it'll be B because the only way the external USB is gonna have scalability if it supports like what do they call it when you can save a part of the drive onto operating systems that kind of like wipe themselves clean. What's the
I
name
can't
of
get it
that?
out. I know what you're.
So yeah, with the on a virtual environment, I don't think the USB would be like your main file system source. Um, I'm guessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, B. I don't think it's that or C because that, and then one is direct, so it's like physically attached. But I don't think
I'm
that
back,
would
guys.
be scalability. Hey, I'm gonna say D. I'm thinking D now.
Networked.
Yeah, because
All
that's
right.
the one to me that makes sense.
It is.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
then. Why? Yeah, I want to
Let's
see
see.
why.
Network attached storage provides a centralized and scalable storage solution that allows multiple virtual machines to access data over the network efficiently. Direct attached storage is directly connected to a single server and lacks flexibility. A local solid state drive offers high speed but lacks network wide scalability. An external USB is not suitable for enterprise level virtualization due to limited scalability, accessibility, and speed. Okay.
Yeah, it will be either this or storage attached storage. Storage area network. SAN.
Okay.
I don't even have that on the exam objectives.
We don't know. Okay. It was in 1101.
Well, this is 1201
Yes.
practice
Yeah, it's
exam.
not.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
It's not on 1201.
Yeah. Good for you guys.
weird. This is a 1201 practice exam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, okay. Alright, 34. Your office has a legacy wide format printer that must be connected to your network. The connection on the printer is an older DB9 serial connection. That's fucking great. What is the best option for connecting this legacy device to your corporate network? A. Purchase a wireless print server and connect it to the printer via USB. B. Purchase an inexpensive RS-232 to USB adapter to connect it to the network. C. Purchase an RS-232 to RJ45 adapter so you can connect it to the network. Or D. Configure a reverse proxy on the printer as the DNS around. What?
That's a tough one.
Sir.
I will go with B.
Yeah, buy an adapter. That makes more sense to do.
Yeah. Also, I also have a RS-232 to USB. I have never seen a RJ45 connected to it. That's what I
Yeah.
use.
Why would you
But
use
I'm
an RJ? Why would you use an
For
RJ45 when you
office
need that
setting.
for? Yeah, you also need an RJ45 for your internet. So why would you need an adapter for that too? Somebody else
I'm
has
not sure
something
about this.
different.
Pardon me?
Somebody else has something different besides B.
Oh no, I said A. I think I've answered this
A?
question before,
Purchase a
but I
wireless
think it's
print
A.
server and
Print
connect it
server,
to. Okay,
It
because
can
that's
be as well.
actually the easiest thing to do,
it is.
and
Okay.
it's more ideal to have a print server.
Yeah, that too.
Let's go with A then.
Could be wrong. Oh, I guess I was
It's
wrong.
actually C.
RJ45.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even gotten that.
Yeah, I've
No.
never seen one of these.
The most convenient and least expensive way to connect a printer would be to buy an RS-232 to RJ45 adapter, which will allow you to connect the legacy printer to the network directly. Then the printer will be accessed by all users directly from their computers while printing to it using the appropriate print drivers. Networks do not have USB connections, so you need to select a network connection type like RJ45 to use instead.
That makes sense.
Okay. I just hope I never have to run into this shit.
Yeah.
Alright. 35. A technician is building a new computer for Dion training. The technician installs the motherboard, processor, memory, hard drives, and case fans. And then they attempt to connect the cables to the appropriate connections. When the technician attempts to power on the system, the fans do not spin, the hard drive does not spin, and the motherboard's LEDs remain unlit. Which of the following did the technician likely forget to connect to the motherboard? A. Case fan 4-pin power cable. B. SATA 15-pin power cable. C. CPU 8-pin power cable. Or D. Motherboard 24-pin power cable. Or
B.
wouldn't it be the motherboard
Yeah.
that he forgot to
Yeah,
connect? If it's
24
nothing
pin.
going on,
Because it's so obvious that it's
right?
not. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's D. They should have made it harder by removing the word motherboard,
I know, right?
because they probably will do that. They probably will not say the motherboard 24 pin.
Yep. And do I need to read it? I'm pretty sure we
You don't. Yeah, we don't. You don't need to. That was kind of like a gimme.
There are some motherboards with 20 pins.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which is a raw memory question.
Which of the following ports is used by SNMP by default? 53, 161, 139, or 25? That is simple. No, simple.
Mail transfer
Network
protocol.
management protocol.
Oh wait,
Wait,
yeah,
oh,
network
Management.
management protocol.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
it's B.
It's B. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the first one is DNS. I don't remember.
You said B or D?
B.
B.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the simple SMTP is 25.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's 25.
always get those two mixed up.
Yeah, it uses two ports, 161 and 162. One for sending and then one for managing. Something like that.
I know one way to remember the simple mail transfer is 25. Think of Santa mail, and Santa comes on Christmas, so the 25th of December.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking useful. Holy shit. Because it's so. I have them all memorized, but there's like 2 or 3 that sound the exact same, and it's SNMTP, SMTP, and there's another one that starts with an S.
Like SMB2. I could read this too. The Simple Network Management Protocol. Simple Network Management Protocol. Okay. It's a protocol for monitoring and managing network devices over UDP ports 169 and 162. Oh my God. 161 and 162. A management system
Oh, they
collates
made him leave.
collates data sent by agents running on each device. The agents maintain a management information base of configuration and usage data. An agent can also generate a trap alerting the management system of some notable event. The Simple Mail Transfer Protocol (SMTP) is the protocol used to send mail between hosts on the internet using TCP port 25. The domain name system DNS protocol is the protocol used to provide names of an IP address based on their mappings in a database using TCP/UDP port 53. The network basic input output system NetBIOS /NetBIOS over TCP/IP NetBT is a session management protocol used to provide name registration and resolution services on legacy Microsoft networks and those using WINS. I can't remember what that is. NetBIOS/NetBT operates on TCP/UDP ports 137 and 139.
Okay.
Okay.
That was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Your supervisor has asked you to run a Cat5e cable between 2 network switches in the server room. Which type of connector should you use with a Cat5e cable?
That sounds
A,
easy.
RJ45,
Possible answer.
B,
One of
F-type,
the.
C,
Pretty sure one of the
RJ11,
previous. Yeah.
or D, DB25.
There's no way it's not A, right?
It is A.
No, it's not.
This
RJ45.
is one of the previous answers even said
Yeah.
it. Holy shit, was that thunder on my?
Because what F-type was that for coax?
It was like fiber, yeah. And you use
11
fiber
is for
like long.
telephones.
Let's say, guys, let's move on.
So which one is it? RJ45 or
Yeah, RJ45
Yeah,
is
I-
usually the Ethernet type of wiring.
okay?
F-type is coaxial.
Fiber.
RJ11 is for phones. Or F-type is fiber.
All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it short for a little bit,
F-type.
and see you guys next time.
No, it's coaxial.
Peace.
Oh,
I
it's
can
not
remember.